All right, so this is a story about signals. It's a little bit about what Tara was talking about when you just don't see things. There's 3 people in this room that have heard a version of this story before, and I'm gonna hope it's gonna go better this time. They can let me know afterwards. All right, so I have a really hard time seeing things until they're a disaster. There are always signals, and they come along the way, and I ignore them, and I ignore them, and then they're there, and my life is a mess. And it's like I run out of gas all the time, as if the thing isn't showing. I overdraft my bank account frequently, as if there isn't enough technology with text messaging, emails, and Chase ATMs to let me know that's about to happen. And in college, I did a lot of drugs and partied and ignored everybody's concerns until I was pregnant. Oops. Then I had to stop, and I did. And I moved to New York, and then I made the choice to bring my baby and move back home to California, move into my parents' house and move into their basement with my baby and start a new life. And I got a job and I started earning and I thought a lot about writing. And then the next thing to do was to meet up with all of my friends that I hadn't seen since this sort of distraction had happened. And I was ready I was ready to show them who I was now, that I was the girl they used to know, that was weird, what happened, but don't worry, I'm back. I'm everything you thought I was gonna be. I'm fine. And so, living in Northern California, and so this one night, my parents are gonna watch the baby, and I get in that, remember that van that I shot back with the backpack that I talked about earlier? So that was the car at the time. And I drove to San Francisco and I threw on a really cute outfit that was very casual in a sort of oh no, I just throw these on. This is just how I look, just really cute. I didn't even try this, these jeans, cowboy boots and tank top combo, just did it. And so I get there, and dinner is amazing. It's all my dearest girlfriends, and they're there, and it is so fun, and the food is delicious, and we're just feasting, and we're acting like adults because we finally are. We've arrived, we've graduated college, and careers have begun, and it's really exciting for a lot of them, and I get to do what I wanted to do. I get to present myself and insist, everything is fine. They asked, are you okay? I had been through a lot, and I was not only am I okay, I am fantastic. I've got these plans, I've got a job, I have these ideas, they're gonna be something. I'm doing really well. It was everything that I wanted to be that night. And so the dinner wraps up and we're all leaving and I don't feel very good. Do I do something about it then at the restaurant? No. Do I head to the restroom? No. Do I say anything to anybody? No. I just go and I think I'll be home soon enough. It's fine. I can't believe I'm telling this to a room full of people I don't know. And so I get in the car and I'm heading through San Francisco to a neighborhood called the Marina. Does anybody in here know about San Francisco?
Yes.
Does anybody here know about the Marina?
Yes.
Does anybody here? Okay, so the Marina is fancy. It's kind of preppy. The Marina is where people that really love their life in sororities and fraternities in college, that's where they go. They're very upwardly mobile, they have a lot of money, they work very boring jobs, they are very beautiful. There's a lot of really expensive boutiques and really cute restaurants. So I'm driving through the Marina to get to my destination. Am I feeling good? No. Is it getting worse? Yes. Do I stop at any of the fast food restaurants I see on the way? No. Gas stations? Forget about it. I'm gonna get home soon enough. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just ignoring it. I'm so high on this amazing night, and I'm just doing so well, and everything is fantastic. I've done all the right things, and then it's not okay anymore. And I have to I have to pull over really fast all of a sudden. And I'm thinking, my friend's house is really close by. I passed friends' houses. Did I use a lifeline and call them and be like, hey, there's like a thing happening, can I? No. You know how many people I know in San Francisco? A lot. And suddenly, it is like so beyond okay. And I have to parallel park a 1984 Volkswagen van with no power steering. And I park in between a brand new Mercedes-Benz and a BMW behind me. And I am doing this like frantic look, and I'm thinking I can get to Bailey's, which is down the street a little bit. Bailey's my best friend, if I didn't mention that. Volkswagen van again, open the door, hop out. And it's too late. It is so too late in the marina in San Francisco. And I have to slam the door. And now I am unbuttoning my pants from H&M, and we're so cute. And I have to get in between my Volkswagen van again and that Mercedes-Benz that I mentioned a moment ago. And I have to pull down my pants, because I have that much wherewithal, and hold on to bumpers. Have I told you about how uncomfortable I am about talking about bodily functions? Because I am someone that grew up in an incredibly conservative household. We do not talk about these things. And not only was this happening to me, but now I'm talking about it. So I hope that everybody here appreciates it and buys me a drink in 5 minutes. I am holding onto these bumpers and having unbelievable, explosive, painful, anybody eating here tonight? Loud diarrhea. And it is so horrible. Do I need to say it was so horrible? Do you get that? Like, is that clear enough to you? And at one point, I get control, and I am like, I stop, and I am back up, and I like get back to the van, and no, I'm not in control. I have to go back and do it again. And like, I'm not looking. But there are people walking around, like I'm in the marina. People are going to dinner, they're finishing dinner, they're on the way to the clubs, they're discussing like hedge funds and like being hot and frozen yogurt, and like girls are like, you can hear them, and I'm not looking. Like they are close enough for me to high five, like high five from my position. And they're walking and they're like, oh my god, frozen yogurt, and then like, oh, like you can hear it happening, and like you can hear them walk by, and then as soon as they get by, they're like, oh my god, frozen yogurt, oh god, and I'm like, did you see what I just saw? I think and like, oh my god, and then they laugh, you know, and I'm like not looking makes it less real. And here is the thing, so that's horrific, right? And what does that have to do with any of the other stuff that I have a problem with in life? It's because like, I felt embarrassed to tell my friends that I didn't know what I was doing with my life, and I think I had fucked up everything, and I had ruined it all by having a baby at age 22. I was too embarrassed to tell them that. And this thing was 10 million times more embarrassing. And all I had to do was like acknowledge the inconvenience of what it would have been to pull over. All I had to do to get so much more help and get my life back on track sooner was to acknowledge that I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm squatting there in between these cars, having this like unbelievably unexpected revelation about my life. like it can't get worse than this, right? Like everything has to get better. I have got to start just letting myself have the tiny inconveniences of acknowledging when I am not okay, so that I can get better, get help, so that my entire life is not microcosmed into shit in the street. And like in a really weird way, that was like when everything changed, and like when I moved to LA, and like when I became a writer. And here I am today.